Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So I was trying to flash a GSI ROM. First, I flash on Galaxy A71. It got flash and it got booted. Then I flash on Note 10 Plus. It got flash and it got booted. Then I flash on A73. It got flash and it got booted also. This is a very good ROM. I am checking it. Then I thought let try on the Redmi 9. This is a Mediatek chipset mobile phone. I tried to flash that GSI ROM which I flashed already on these three mobile phones. The ROM got flash. The ROM started booting also, but like after 10 to 15 seconds, mobile phone restart, then boot it into stock recovery. Then I did a format data, like I mean to say factory wipe reset, whatever it is, I did that, and then the mobile phone keep restarting. Now I am trying to boot the mobile phone into fast boot mode. This set is not booting into fast boot mode, and if I am trying to boot into custom recovery, this set is not even booting into stock or custom recovery, which means that the phone is heartbreak. Well, I can see that the phone is just keep restarting, like after few seconds, keep restarting after few seconds. So we have to repair this phone. I will show how to repair this Redmi 9 in case if your set is not booting into fast boot mode or not booting into stock recovery or custom recovery. Because if you want to flash stock ROM, or if you want to flash any custom ROM, your set must have a fast boot mode or a custom recovery mode, but those two options are not coming right now. Let me show how to repair this phone. This is a Mediatek chipset mobile phone. If you want to watch these type of videos, the technical videos, then do not forget to subscribe my channel and like the video. Keep watching the videos. Thank you so much. So this is my computer screen, and I have opened a lot of windows because I was trying to flash the GSI ROM, and every GSI ROM have a different method of flashing on different mobile phone. So first of all, I will try to flash the ROM or to unbrick my mobile phone. I will try my best that I did not get IMEI loss. Without getting the IMEI loss, I will try to unbrick my Redmi 9. This method can be applied on other Xiaomi Mediatek mobile phones also. So here's my downloaded folder, and requires files are already downloaded by me, and this is the IMEI backup file which was done like in 2021. For the first time when I started flashing the ROM on Redmi 9, I make a backup already. And because if you are a flashaholic, if you are trying to flash different custom ROM on your Mediatek chipset Xiaomi mobile phone, try to make a IMEI backup once and save it to different storages. Well, I started flashing the ROM on my Redmi 9 like back in 2019 or maybe 2020, but the file that was created, this was the second or third time that I created the file, because the first backup was lost somewhere in storages. I don't know, because I have got a lot of hard drive, I have a lot of data, etc, etc. Anyway, I will provide tutorial video link in my video this video description for watching tutorial video how to make a IMEI backup. So we requires MTK bypass file and SP flash tool. Also requires to install this Mediatek Preloader USB VCOM drivers. Now let me tell you that the driver may ask for the certificate to sign. If you are trying to install this driver and if you see that it cannot be installed, so you need to boot your Windows into recovery to turn off the sign of things. Now how to do that? You can just search on YouTube. There are tons of videos available. I already installed this driver, and then we have to install one more driver, MTK bypass folder. This driver will also require, so I have installed the driver already, and then we need Miui 12, the ROM, the stock ROM Miui 12. I will not go for the Miui 13, I will go for the Miui 12. So I have already extracted the ROM, and this is the extracted folder of my ROM. I will go to my downloaded folder of my unbricked Redmi 9, and before going ahead, we have to extract SP flash tool, then we have to extract the MTK bypass. Now first of all, open the MTK bypass, then double click the MTK bypass, click yes on the next window. Okay, then go back, open the SP flash tool, right click on flash tool exe file, then left click on run as administrator. Click yes on next pop-up window. The flash tool will get open. On the flash tool, in your case, this window will be blank. So click choose and go to the SP flash tool folder, the extracted folder from where we open the SP flash tool. You will see the MTK all-in-one da.bin file. This is the one that we have to select, for example, for the download agent file, right? Then we have to select the scatter file by clicking the choose, and then we'll go to downloaded folder. I will open the extracted folder of my ROM folder and then click on images folder, and here is the scatter file, right? Double click to select the file. Now the SP flash tool is almost ready to flash the files on the Redmi 9. I will bring back the MTK tool over here. The important thing, whatever I am doing it at my own risk. If you are doing it, you will do at your own risk. By the way, the phone is brick. You cannot even boot the phone. So I think you will take a chance to unbrick the phone to follow the method. Now here, click the bypass button on MTK bypass. Then grab the data cable. Check the other side of the cable must be connected with computer. Press and hold the volume up key, volume down key, right, and then connect the cable. The MTK will show and release both keys. The MTK software will bypass the thing. It detected the mobile phone. Now click download. The flashing will get started. You can see that it will take a time. Now we have to wait. Okay, flashing done. Download okay. I will close the SP flash tool. I will close the Mediatek bypass. I am done from the computer. And first of all, disconnect the cable from the mobile phone. Now press and hold the power key. The mobile phone will vibrate and release the power key. Here I got the Redmi logo. Now when the Redmi logo appears, which means that the fastboot will also be appears if I try to boot the mobile phone into fastboot, and if I try to boot the mobile phone into custom recovery. Now you can see finally the mobile phone started booting to the Miui 12. So I got the Miui 12.5. I will complete the setup screen. So the ROM got booted, mobile phone is got unbricked now. And now what about the IMEI numbers? Because I use the SP flash tool to flash the stock ROM back on the mobile phone. Because when the mobile phone gets brick, we cannot flash the stock ROM with the help of Mi flash tool. Because if the phone is not booting into fast boot mode, the Mi flash tool will not detect the mobile phone. And usually flashing the stock ROM from the SP flash tool will format everything. The system partition, everything will get formatted. So IMEI number also get erased. Let me check. *#06#. Well, I got the IMEI numbers. Phone was brick, it got unbrick, but the IMEI numbers not get lost. It remains there because I use the MTK bypass, which bypass the authentication with the SP flash tool, and I also use the earliest version of the Miui that will be there, but still I will go to check. That is the baseband version. Yes, the baseband version is got there. Thank you for watching my video. We'll see you in my next video. Until then, goodbye.